yeah, because LGD and Aster, they're both 5-0. Who does LGD play against? Aster, right?
They play XG
tomorrow.
later today, and then they play Aster tomorrow. But we'll talk about it in a second as we're about to see the first fight of the game. Dust brought in right now into the meat grinder, but this mana protecting him. Boboka's going to be the first one to fall, and Monet might now have gone too far. XXX realizes he needs to retreat, but he can't chase after this Juggernaut to protect him, so he will get killed off by Emo instead with the power shot. All right, so with 2 heroes killed, if they get 3 bounty runes, you know what that...
He's fine. Charges away. Yeah, this is one thing that he's got. He's got this charge to work with. As long as Lich doesn't have Sinister Gaze to stop it, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Actually speaking of, that's another continuation of the trend we've been seeing lately.
Top lane,
with fewer foreign out disables in top lane. We do see QX. Him and the boys end up trading lives. Boboka dies, he dies. Both of their cores.
They're down.
Scumbag XXX, he actually just steals a stack that was just made by the Spirit Breaker.
He just made
what
it.
a dick move. Don't bother. We're going to be having a fight breakout though as Emo has shown up, finds the shackle, out onto Piggy. They should be able to clean up this Lich. He's the first casualty of this little fray. Boboka might follow him next as Shangyu triggers out the first blue split of the game, utilizing it not just to kill the Dark Willow, but to ensure they have the opening to take down the tier 1 tower. So IG, they're trying to take it. They're going on to Medusa. Monet's coming in as well. Throws out the GG slash. There's going to be a global silence or pop then to try and protect the Medusa. Unfortunately, the global silence does keep Monet at bay. Shackle shot will be there, ensuring that he's held in position. I don't think he gets out of this one. Shangyu went around him with the Brewmaster split, and they are able to kill him off. The Terrorize was sent out, but it didn't hit the heroes attacking the Juggernaut. And now Piggy, he might not be able to escape either. Boboka, having already expended the Terrorize, can no longer assist him, and he'll end up dead. Emo thinking about going in further, but Shangyu's brew split ends, which means IG's fight ends, but they still grab a massive victory by bringing...
Emo can TP as well.
Yeah, actually gonna get Dust, bringing him into the base right now. Does manage to stay alive for the time being, get off of the Manta. There's the RP holding him in position. PYW came in as well, finds the Nether Strike to push back XXX, and now they pop the global silence from QIQX. This Magnus so low. They finally get off the Stone Gaze from Dusa. She will be able to find and kill XXX before the TP comes out. And that's going to be a very nice kill. They still maybe want to fight here from the side of Team Aster. Look at the damage Sumail is taking. He blinked, and he finds a Bramble Maze at his landing point, so he can't escape quickly. Eventually, though, he does get out, and QIQX killed off by Boboka with the Dark Realm hits. But they're not dissuaded from pushing, though. Dust and Emo. It's frustrating for Monet. Hasn't been able to leverage all this damage he has. But he's actually not an insignificant force anymore. Has the Nullifier and MKB, so even the Medusa can suffer up against the Juggernauts. Just received an Empower as well.
Charge.
But he can't make the jump. Charge goes in, it finds Lich. Piggy almost brought down. Not gonna happen, but XXX, he jumped in, hoping for the skewer back, but the Hex came immediately on top of him. Who was expecting Medusa to have Hex? But it gets revealed by Dust with some very fast fingers. And now with no Magnus, they don't have to do anything. Medusa's at her leisure, hitting the buildings and some heroes. There's going to be some eternal chains going in. They can't kill the Lich just yet. Finally, we have a GG slash going in tandem with the Chain Frost and the Bedlam. They're throwing everything. Sonic Wave gets thrown out as well, but she just will not die. Eventually, she gets taken out, but it does require every single resource Team Aster can muster, and they still end up losing the base regardless. IG finally losing Dusa, but gaining everything.
He has his halberd now, but it changes pretty much nothing. They are pushing this, and they should be ending the game right here. 30 seconds without mag.
Oof, no Magnus, no buyback either for said Magnus. Boboka still trying to finish off his Aghanim Scepter. As we do see a fight now happening. Shangyu comes in with the split. IG want to end the game. Charge going in. Is it going to land onto this Juggernaut just as he comes down? He does manage to trigger off the spin, however. And he'll remain living. May not be the same for Sumail as he gets hexed up during the global silence and easily killed off. Yeah. And that should be the game. IG secure the victory here. They went in with this Medusa draft. They believed in his prowess. And my God, were they rewarded throughout this game. A fan of Team Aster.
He's not struggling. Yeah. He's just not existing on the mid lane. Emo is handling him super hard. Plus, Emo has 3 more creeps pushed in. Like, this is 10 CS versus 2 CS.
While this was happening though, down bottom, XXX, he winds up being the first blood of this game, as Dust is able to go in with this metamorphosis.
Complete.
Also, if he survives, because there's a gang coming towards them right now. IG, oh no, look who they found. They come across Monet. He does trigger off the Stone Gaze though, but Lasso holds him in position. He can't escape just yet. Static Storm does not come out from the Disruptor. Medusa is still alive. All these heroes caught in, enable them to kill off PYW, but they will not be dissuaded. Medusa will die. And as she takes a tumble, IG, they brought in this Terror Blade as well. Not like to leave without getting at least a kill. They're gonna smoke up to try and make it happen. Sumail, he's the one that's forward facing. Yet again, Baboka with some heroism, breaking the smoke, giving Aster the information they need. So these heroes should not die. That being said, Sumail occupying a very dangerous area here. Sumail gets blink lassoed and killed. Oh my goodness. IG, they will be able to get that. They might get another as they find the Disruptor. PQ gets taken out as well. Listen, they knew that was coming. Why did they go there?
Yeah, it's Medusa and Beast. They're just not joining. This Medusa is...
Okay. They get a tier 3, they get out. And honestly, as much as Team Aster would have liked to pick somebody off, I think both sides are kind of relieved the fight didn't happen. A fight might still happen though, as Dust gets glimpsed back. XXX wants to find the row. He does get it off. Shangyu going forward to try and run interference, but they have the chain disable onto Dust and they got him. They bring him down 100-0. No buyback for him. Shangyu really did try his best, but now he's isolated from the team without any mana, without any options, and now without any life. IG end up losing 2. Incredible chase from Team Aster and a demonstration of the Disruptor's prowess.
I'm just not doing that.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough. The guy who clicks the Hawks can maybe get it. But that's also contingent on them winning this fight. The Hawk Clicker himself does have the blink available. Sumail jumps forward, only finds the jump onto Emo, but they've isolated Shangyu inside the Static Storm as well. They really want him, but at the same time, the Medusa's been the one that's caught out. And they couldn't get to her in time with the rest of Team Aster. IG completely rinsed through Monet. Baboka, this guy, what a player. He should still end up dead here, I imagine. Flame Break pushes him back. They're trying to buy him space and time with this kinetic field. He's still alive. Primal Roar goes out onto Shangyu. Monet is here as well with right-click damage. They've got the Stone Gaze down with the Static Storm on top of the Timber. And that's a dieback on Timber. Glimpse back now onto Dust. He has to run away from this fight. QIQX, he's going to try and put his body on the line to delay proceedings as much as he humanly can. To jump back in though, Emo finds Baboka, kills him off, but Baboka does have buyback. But Emo might have isolated himself and put himself in the worst place ever. He has no way to escape this, forced into eating the cheese. Pops the PKB as well. Dream Coil connects onto both him and Dust.
They're trying
really
the Medusa.
Second line. PYW, he finds the lasso. They find the Medusa. That's a dieback on the Snake Lady. Baboka's here as well for this fight. And he'll end up dead too. Dust gets forced out forward into a Sunder on Piku, enabling the TB to stay alive. PYW trying to take the Twin Gate out, won't be able to. He dies, forced to buy back. But Dust gonna stand his ground. The Metamorphosis came back. He is now big bad TB. They've already killed Piku. He's forced to buy back as well.
When you have no meta to work with, like you're gonna get punished, right? PYW, you don't have buyback, my friend.
He does not. He does have a TB to help him though, but TB might have now doomed himself. He gets Primal roared up. Will he be able to escape this? TB is falling low. TB is dead. And Batrider dies anyway for this one. Shangyu, he showed up at the very end of this, but he can't really do all that much. He's trying to solo into this Beastmaster who's going to TB sitting with the Black Dragon form. So we know the answer to your question, Liz. Got a big bad dragon. TB still on full HP. Timbersaw going in right now. Baboka falling low. And this time they've learned. Once Baboka escapes, they're like, all right, buddy, you're good. You can escape. Primal Roar, though, goes on to Shangyu, and they should be able to clean him up with the Stone Gaze to cover this. And speaking of the Stone Gaze, Monet runs in front of the Terror Blade to make sure they can stun him up. And Dust will end up dead. First life gone. Emo comes into the fray with the Black Dragon form and BKB going, and he's doing so much work. But the cheese doesn't come off in time. Dust trying to fight through everything by his lonesome. 2 seconds away from having meta, 3 seconds from Sunder. All of them way too late. As he dies, Team Aster.
Yeah, I wish 757. I remember those days. Dude, like, yeah. Bat.
What a wild ride. And the fight's not done just yet because the Batrider, he's going in. He's getting himself right-click down, though. He's going to end up dead. 75 seconds in the grave without buyback. Dreamquill coming in onto all three heroes. Primal Roar onto Emo as well. Medusa going in with Stone Gaze. They freeze up the DK. They really want to kill him, but Emo is so strong. He finally does get off the cheese this time as he didn't eat it in the last fight. And now they can potentially turn onto Dusa. She's a bit too tanky though.
She's too tanky.
Him and Emo, they're doing their best, but without the help of Dust, they just can't do it. Now this Nullifier comes back, assaults onto the Timbersaw, and as it kills him off, the GG is thrown, and Team Aster will take us to a deciding Game 3. It turns out the Snake Lady is freaking busted. Please get rid of her if you want to win Dota 2 right now.
Yeah, you wanted to see it, you're gonna get it. Game 3. This loss is gonna sting as a practice to the major, you know, it's like,
bro,
whatever.
Shopify Rebellion still to this day are traumatized by question marks.
To this day.
Gonna have another big skirmish happening in the bottom lane. Monet got off a very nice blood right that should lead into him getting a first blood. But Boka's the one that snags the kill. Piggy trying to run himself away through the trees. He ends up dead, but now Monet is the one that's in danger here. He's losing a lot of HP. This is Bloodseeker, and he does end up dead, granting a double towards the Visage. But Boka gets a double kill of himself, though. And finally, this should at long last be done. I say that as well can just keep himself alive if this keeps being a massive back and forth of small little poking.
Yeah, I feel like Bloodseeker is a happy boy here. A level 2 tourist, and if the game continues this way, everyone is fighting across the board. He'll be getting those charges.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but Boka rotation.
Okay. Messi. You once called him Messi. Soon Messi is out here, man. Doing his thing. Got the assist from Boka. Puts it on the back of the net. And this is, they could reconfigure the entire laning phase to try and address this Timber. But now he's getting off to the races. And down bottom, PY Dub is going to get raced down by the Bloodseeker and Jakiro.
Yeah, he has to be careful.
Needs to watch himself. Get back towards the tower. Does at least have some one charges.
It now has a raindrop, so it's flying over to him, running over to him on in a poor, tired courier. But yeah, with that raindrop, I feel like this lane is gonna be harder. Unless they die.
The raindrop is needed here because he might end up dead on PQ. And they were the ones thinking about playing aggressively into this Visage lane, but I think what probably happened is PYW is like, hey, dude, I just hit level 3. Let's actually just kill this guy.
It was just a mistake, really. Like, they start the fight just before the courier delivers it, and the courier delivers it to the backpack, so he doesn't get it. Yeah.
They end up bringing down this young Venomancer, but Emo claims the life of the Batrider in revenge. That's a pretty big deal. Killing spree ended. A bunch of gold into Emo's pockets. Visage. Solitary time in the lane. Down bottom, Visage now getting aggressed into. He should end up dead, and indeed he does. And PYW, every single time the Spirit Breaker steps away, they immediately play into the Visage's face. It's been so good to watch. Scarily low right now. Like you say, Tumel doesn't have Timber Chamber. He does have Chakram, so not the safest place in the world to be for Dust on his Monkey King. Definitely needs to watch himself.
Yeah, the thirst charges. Bottom.
Oh, bottom. Oh my god. Shangyu dies, but Baboka will say well worth because he died first. Ice Path interrupts the charge forward. And like you mentioned, they can't reach Monet.
Up top. But without Redance, I'm not sure how you're doing anything here. Okay, he just comes in to say hi, you know, like he didn't see Void Spirit in a while. Hello? Emo?
He's gonna go in now onto XXX, the jump in onto the Smarts. Oh, they pin him to a tree as soon as he arrives in the arena, so Dust is in trouble. He will pop Wukongs, attempting to TP out. He will not succeed in this endeavor, however, as he is killed off, and PYW might not fare any better. A charge on cooldown for another 8 seconds. Well, it'll come back off cooldown, while he's in the fountain at least, as Sumail grabs a double kill. And IG, it looked like a good idea, but it just did not pan out. And bottom,
I think that you're the win conditions, so maybe you don't have to rotate that much, maybe just farm up. Emo.
Top lane. Emo's in trouble. Speared towards the tier 1 tower. Baboka doesn't have access to Lasso, so they can't hold him in position, and reinforcements have streamed in. XXX gets charged into and killed. They do eventually kill off Emo, but Baboka and the crew might die for this, as we do now have these Visage Familiars at the ready for Shangyu. He didn't go all in for Baboka. Oh no, but okay. Does get the Soul Assumption, gets the Vision. We'll turn it into a 2-for-2. They defend the tower, but I don't know how happy are you with this on the side of IG, given how many...
With these two items, and he's winning every fight, just doing way too much. I feel like, yeah, he can do a lot, definitely. At the same time, I think Aster have answered him well. PYW.
What a time to be alive. PYW is going to end up dead, but Dust might just survive. Oh no, he tried to TP out too soon. He didn't create enough distance between himself and Piggy, so he's going to end up dead. Very unfortunate for him. He was actually tree dancing away. Yeah. XXX's arena happened to cut down his tree on the way out, and that's what leads to his death. Yeah. Sumesi with a double kill, and Team Aster back in control of Game 3. It was retreat. They're keeping QIQX nearby, making sure that they will not be blindsided, and making sure they still have the Ancients to take over. Top lane Dust. He got caught out by XXX. He doesn't have a BKB. He's trying to TP out right now. Can he make it? He does. All the way back to the fountain, and he's out, and there's a fight that's going to start middle. Because there's no Mars, they know that there's nobody to defend the Batrider, and now potentially nobody to defend Sumail. He gets charged into at the moment. Can they lock him down? They do not need to, as he jumps back in of his own volition to bring down QIQX, but will die for this.
Oh, the arrow,
he tried to TP out, but the Spear of Mars interrupted. He is going to end up dead to the Monet BKB Bloodseeker. What a crazy fight there. What a time for Aster to show up. They do eventually manage to bring Emo down. It's going to be good. What do you want to dispel here that feels very important to have to do?
There are some nice things. Like there's a Pavis coming from Jakiro as well. Like you have the Blood Rage, right? From the Bloodseeker too.
Sumail? Sumesi jumps into a fight here. There is no Wukongs, but there's also no XXX as they burst him down. And now Sumail is next on the chopping block. He loses his life as well. Monet trying to beat a hasty retreat. Static charges on top of him, but there is a Spirit Cow chasing you with the Shadow Blade. Heading down bottom for the side of IG. At least Spirit Breaker did, but the fight is coming in towards them. With these Venomonster Plague Wards getting some vision. They scouted the Batriders here. Bloodrite forcing some movement. They might be able to jump onto QIQX. They rupture him up as well, and they really want to try and find this kill. He's still alive though, and they're baiting in Monet for a bigger fight. He's inside the Wukong's command right now. He just can't escape, and he will be right-clicked down. Venomonster buys back as they head onto Baboka inside the Wukongs and kill him off as well. With these heroes now escaping from the side of Team Aster, now we witness the chase from IG.
Doing right now is they're keeping the high ground, protecting the Bloodseeker, and let's see, Sumail. The fight is on him.
It is, but maybe not the person you want to be jumping first if Dust is not here. That being said, Baboka is a very nice first target. Netherstruck back into the rest of the team, but the Bloodrite will buy space and time.
Buyback.
Monet pops BKB, rushing forward. He wants to kill PYW, and they do manage to do so. Wukong's command does get dropped, and Emo, he's losing his life, but he only dies now, and that's in Aegis. And it sets up for Monkey King to finish off Monet. Sumail still inside the Wukongs. There's no escape for him. He gets brought down. It's a triple for Shanya's Visage. And a team wipe for IG.
And the creep wave is coming in. Do they have a glyph? They do, but...
Smoke. But they're not forcing the matters just yet. They're gonna go now again.
Yeah, they can
look at the line drawn.
All the way around. Poor XXX.
Charge going in onto XXX. That's an Aghanim Scepter on PYW, so that charge comes very, very fast. He's dead. He does have buyback, however. Timbersaw jumped in onto PYW, forcing out the BKB. So he'll go home, but this is a Spirit Breaker. He doesn't take him that long to come back, but he's not here right now. So QIQX will get jumped on, does have A on this to keep him alive. Nullifier, though, makes sure that it doesn't come to pass. And they do manage to kill him. Unfortunately, though, he did get off his spell. So look at the magic damage coming into them. Jakiro will end up being a victim of it all. And IG, they recognize their opening. And despite playing at the moment with only 4...
Seems good. Smoke up from IG.
Alright, looks like they've had enough fun for this one. Want to close it out. Still have an Aegis for another 70 seconds or so. Emo, they're going on to Monet. That's the priority target, baby. Nullifier hits him. He gets Netherstruck back. They want the Bloodseeker's life, and they will get it. He is dead. He does buy back. Look at this, though. Sumail, he tried to help out, but Dust treats him like a child, barely even looks at him and just swats him away to his death. No buyback for the Timbersaw. And
Yeah,
IG, think this is it, Chillers.
This is it. This is 3 versus what, 7? There's Cheese, there is Aegis, there are buybacks on IG.
And sadly, there's only buyback on the Mars on the side of Team Aster. XXX does jump in, get off the arena. Whilst he's doing so, though, PickU easily gets picked off by Emo. Harpoon onto Monet, preventing the Bloodseeker from chasing the Visage. And as Monet dies, Sean Yu celebrates over his corpse. And Emo and the gang get themselves a huge win by upsetting Team Aster and keeping the hopes of going to the Bali Major alive.